5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Here, Talia could have been an alternative, but Cassio works out perfectly fine too. Scaling mid laner, does well against the Ori. Usually, a lot of people would argue that Orianna does have the advantage in this matchup.
It's been very good for them, but now he's on the bottom side, and they have to respect the Kha'Zix. He's not level 6 yet, but Daisy's here as well. Could be a party. Shen's on the way in. They're in the middle of the fight. Mithy gonna go down for first blood. Daisy looking for the knockup. Trick is next on the menu. I don't think he's gonna make it out. Flash forward from Alfari. The shield, the burning down. No, he might make it. The dazzle not going to connect. Alfari is hungry for blood at the end of the day. It's
Nevertheless, what we need to really track is Alfari. He does have his ultimate up again.
Oh, Expect's going to be in trouble. There's the ultimate from the Tark. They're not going to take any damage. This is absolute disaster for Expect. But meanwhile, the G2 bottom lane's on the top side. Expect's buying so much time, but Ignar's going to tank that beautifully. Pull out with the clean tower dive, but what are they going to lose in exchange?
Well, they noticed that Sven... Wait, isn't that the definition of Earth mode anyway?
Yeah, but if you multiply everything by 1,000,000, technically, like, doesn't nothing
It would
change.
all be the same, yeah. Just your health bar would be really small. It's Cacao.
Oh, moving forward. Cacao's caught out on the side. He can't jump because of the miasma. Great pickup from Perks. Ignar's used the ultimate, but it may not matter. Mithy moving not going to be a big deal for either squad, but a fight. A one fight could be massive, and Mithy's the one who's going to be caught out. That's a snap in from the Orianna, and going down from the support on the side of G2. Cacao now the one in trouble, but Daisy drops. Perks wants to get aggressive. The ult coming in from Tarek. Is it going to be enough? 4 members invulnerable. Alfari is not, but Perks is the one who's going to get caught out. Curtain call on the backside. Hansama gets popped. That damage was insane coming in from Sven. Now the fight backs off. The fight stalls for a mere moment as Alfari's locked up. Miasma there as well, but Perks is getting ever lower. Trick just waddling along on the front side as G2 pull away.
A lot of damage still going down on
We're trying to get down this mid lane tower. Flank gonna get used. That's a great ultimate, just as predicted. They did not expect the damage coming in there, but Perks is still alive. Ignar gets burned down. Fancy footwork on the back half of that lantern. Curtain call going in. Shot goes wide, but Mithy on the front side. Hansama, Miasma going in. Cacao running for his life. Alfari's all alone with Daisy, looking for the third auto to knock him up. Now looking to knock him out of the fight. Sven! Flash forward, Cacao goes down. G2 instantly in control. Power of Evil is next on the menu. It doesn't matter how many you hit with that shockwave. G2 is here to play.
Ivern, and they have made it work.
Now backing in, we are nervous as to how the fights were going to unfold, but one overstep from Misfits, one over-aggressive engage from Power of Evil and Cacao. Means G2 will pull this away in the end. No tools. Not even using the bushes too much. Will now put the Baron in the bush, actually, so that they cannot be spotted out. And Misfits are hesitating in the mid lane. They're not going to get anything here.
Nope. I mean, they're too scared to face check. The Shen, they're just too under-leveled.
Alfari on the front line, exactly who they wanted, but Patience coming in. Perk starting to cut through Cacao. He's going to have to jump to safety. Keep your eyes on Power of Evil.
He's dead.
Burns down, Deathfire Grasp. Perks wanted to check those masteries. Looks like he checked right. Now moving forward. Shockwave not going to connect. That is disaster. And at the end of the day, maybe we expected more bloodshed. Maybe we expected more violence coming in. And G2 going to give it just a little more to close this one out. But it's clean, it's concise. G2 making sure to assert their dominance. Just going to style on the remaining members of Misfits as they close out this game. Although I may have spoke too quickly.
They still have the Baron buff. They still have the minion waves coming in. G2 taking their time are likely going to take the final and third game.
Confident close from G2 and a somber story for the side of Misfits who wanted to top the charts, but it's G2 commanding games 2 and 3 to close out this series. 2-1 in their favor. Right about now.
Congratulations to G2 securing that first place spot in Group A. It was a long, slow series, but nevertheless, I feel like G2 definitely exerted their dominance over Misfits, especially in Game 3. Definitely showing a much better understanding of how to draft, playing around the early game efficiently, and honestly, a couple of mistakes perhaps in Game 1, but overall a very strong team.
I'm curious how the analyst desk is going to feel about this series when we get to hop into PGL, because is it just us that feels like the execution is a little bit slower on both sides? Do we have Trashy and support Crepo? How do they feel about these slow executions? Because I feel like we were critical of Misfits for it in Game 1, and the question is does the same apply here to G2? And there's